Watching a film with friends, missing VHS videotape repeating.
Welcome back, Creeps and Peeps Family Crew. Today we're looking at Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. Not to be confused with The Final Sacrifice from Jardis Gradanus, also known as Quest for the Lost City. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. These children are home alone too. What? These children are home alone too, but their parents won't be coming back. All right. Directed by David F. Price, written by A.L. Katz and Gilbert Adler, based on a story by Stephen King. A little bit of fading on this one. Kind of cool, little purple spine. This was a very interesting one because this one was released by Paramount. So I don't know if, I presume that Paramount touching, but that's kind of strange. Paramount with Dimension, 1993. I believe that is, 1992 is when the movie was. Fifth Avenue Dimension, key art and everything, 1993. Paramount with Dimension. It's just this weird thing. Like, this is a movie that I haven't looked too deep into it. I just remember for a while it was hard to find on DVD and VHS because the rights issues got really weird with who owned it. Obviously, this is previously used as a rental copy. Children of the Corn 2, 1992, color 93 minutes. I got this one somewhat recently in a haul that we saw from eBay of nothing but Children of the Corn tapes. I don't think I never had this one growing up. I always had 1, 3, and 4 that I got for Christmas of 96. Never had this copy. But then when I was going through and ripping a bunch of DVDs from Netflix, I completed the Children of the Corn series up to that point. That's probably the first time, I'd say 2009, 10 or 12, maybe 11, yeah, that I got around to seeing this. In Children of the Corn, Stephen King sowed the seeds of an unthinkable terror. In Children of the Corn 2, the blood harvest begins. Tabloid reporter John Garrett, Terrence Knox, from Tour of Duty, is on to a killer story, a cellar full of dead bodies in Gatlin, Nebraska. Traveling with his estranged son, Paul Scherer, Garrett goes to Gatlin for leads and comes up with more corpses. A healthy man who inexplicably bled to death, an old woman crushed by her house, a doctor killed by his own instruments. Soon Garrett comes to a terrifying conclusion. The murders have been summoned by local children who are under the influence of a demonic spirit, and the only way to stop the killing is to confront the evil where it lives, in the cornfield. Terrifying. Filled with mind-bending special effects not seen since Terminator 2, Bob Healy's Satellite News Network. Might be overstating it just a little bit, but I do always forget that when I watch this one that this is kind of like Halloween 2 in a sense where it actually continues sort of off the story of the first movie. It's not like the first one happened and then disappears and the second one happens and like nobody knows. It's like the people from this one know that the first movie happened. And I don't really think... I guess they kind of continue that on a little bit, but I always forget that that's the thing, that they kind of come across the aftermath of the first film, which is this movie right here. But it's also this movie right here. But it's also these movies right here. I don't know. But I do like this one a lot. Pretty good performances. I remember watching it and recognizing the lead actor, John Garrett, who played a character, or Terrence Knox, from the actor who played John Garrett. And he was on a TV show back in the 80s called Tour of Duty. It's like a TV show about the Vietnam War that I remember my family and I always watching every week during dinner when it aired. But I've seen him in other movies too. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but I just remember him from this now and then from Tour of Duty. But pretty good movie. Like I said, the visual effects towards the end of it are pretty good for being 1992. Good story, good performances. I like everybody in it. It's cool that it kind of continues and references the events of the first movie. It's not just his own standalone thing. But I like this edition a lot. Again, it's weird that it went from New World Pictures release to the sequel. Rights went to Paramount, touching him at Dimension. Then after that, Paramount dropped out. And it's just Dimension holding it. So, interesting thing going on there. But this was the second one that I watched. My dog Fulci and I, we have movie nights semi-regularly. But we watched Children of the Corn one night. A couple nights later, we popped this one in, and now at this point, I'm up to Children of the Corn 5. I have to take a break, so I don't think I have Children of the Corn 6 on VHS, and I'm only going to watch on my VHS, so I need to give me a copy of that. Or if I do, I don't know where it's at. But fun watch, cool to have in the collection, being it's kind of a rare piece in a weird way. Interesting seeing that kind of purple color on a Paramount spine. Usually I'm thinking of like an all-white Paramount spine or an all-black Paramount spine. Purple's kind of a new flavor. It's going to look weird on the shelf when they're lined up like that, you know. Yeah. I love uniformity. So obviously there's not really any uniformity there. If you throw this one into the mix, it gets really strange. So there's two different versions of these that look somewhat similar because these are actually different. One of them is the same as this one, but these are different than each other. I still battle in my own head if I want, once I start building the shelves and get these on shelves, if I'm going to go by label, you know. I'm going to put them all by dimension, Paramount, whatever, or if I'm going to do it by movie title. So it looks cool, but also doing that, and you throw in, you know, the Crow and the Crow City of Angels right next to it, be pretty dope too. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.